Namaskar dosto, very warm welcome to all of you. So today we are going to again discuss another important case study in the series of issues in GST refunds. And the topic for today's discussion is refunds in case of shops which are situated at international airports. So let us first understand the facts of the case and then we can discuss the provisions of the law. ABC Corporation, a firm set up a shop at departure area of International Airport at Mumbai beyond immigration counters. ABC Corp has supplied the goods to following customers: Indian residents going out from India to an international tour, outgoing international tourists, which are exempted by notification 11/19 integrated tax. So ABC Corp wants to know the following: whether reversal of ITC under section 17(2) read with rule 42 is required or not, and if there is any refund of accumulated ITC, whether ABC Corp is eligible to claim the refund, and what is the mechanism, what are the conditions of eligibility, etc. So basically, if you see, this is refund of taxes to the retail outlets established in departure area of an international airport of India beyond immigration counters, making the tax-free supply to an outgoing international tourist. So the central government wide notification 11/19 integrated tax rate dated 29th June 2019 exempted the supply of goods by a retail outlet which is established in a departure area of an international airport beyond the immigration counter to an outgoing international tourist. Now, this term international tourist is of utmost importance and has specifically been scoped out in this notification from the whole of integrated tax leviable thereon under section 5 of Integrated Goods and Services Tax Act 2017. So basically, what the IGST component is excluded and exempted through this notification. So the broad idea of bringing this particular notification into picture was to exempt the output supply, exempt the output tax liability on those duty-free shops which are located at the departure area of the international airport. However, the corresponding implication of this particular notification results into mandatory reversal of input tax credit under section 17(2) of CGST Act read with rule 42 of the CGST rules. Because of the input tax credit which are on procurements and purchases of inward supplies of indigenous goods. Hence, a series of notifications were issued by central government to allow refund under section 55 of the taxes paid on inward supply of indigenous goods received by these duty-free shops, for that specifically supplying it to the international tourists. Then international tourist means a person who is not normally resident in India, but who enters India for a stay not more than 6 months. And all these details should be demonstrated specifically for legitimate or non-immigrant purpose against foreign exchange. So these are the eligible passengers, eligible tourists. The central government wide notification 35/19 central tax dated 28 June 2019 made an amendment to the CGST rules, inserting the rule 95A to allow refund of taxes to these retail outlets on those specified transactions. So what are the conditions or the procedures which are to be followed if one has to avail for those particular benefits? So it is all declared in the circular 106/19 on 29 June 2019. So the basic issue was there, as this IGST is exempted through exemption notification, the input tax credit would have lost because of the entirely that would have gone entirely or partially that would have gone to reversal under Rule 42, which now is reinstated with the help of these rules and further conditions which are laid down in the circular. So what are these conditions? First, you know that to claim any input tax credit, one has to get registered. So to claim the refund as well of the input tax credit, one has to get registered under GST Act. That is a basic requirement. Should have a valid GST IN. Then the location is specifically established at the departure area of international airport beyond immigration counter and shall be entitled to claim the refund of all applicable CS or IGST or UTGST and compensation paid by them on all inward supplies of indigenous goods received for the purpose of subsequent supply to such eligible passengers. Now the supply, if it is not to the such eligible passengers, and as I have mentioned, it is to an Indian customers who are leaving India for a tour or for any other purpose, then this is not an eligible supply for refund, and probably the reversal would come into the picture on a partial basis. Then maintenance of records is important. The records with respect to duty paid on these indigenous goods are to be kept. Then they need to maintain all those things related to the passengers as per annexure A in the electronic form. Then the data shall be kept updated, accurate and completed at all the times for such outlets for inspection of the officers. The electronic record must incorporate the feature of audit trail. That is a specific requirement that has been given. Obviously, in GST, that is very important considering the requirements of records. Also, a secure computer-generated time-stamped record that allows the construction of the course of events relating to such creation modification, because there is a lot of manipulation which is possible with the help of data which may be made available to them. So that kind of record creation is very much important. And this refund is invoice-based refund. So the refund to be granted to retail outlet is not on account of an accumulated ITC as such, but it is a refund based on invoices of inward supplies of indigenous goods received by them and the supply made by such retail outlets to only eligible passenger, which has been exempt by notification 11. And therefore, such retail outlets will not be eligible to input tax credit paid on such inward supplies, and the same will have to be reversed in accordance with the provisions of 143 of CGST Act, read with the rules made thereunder. It is also clarified that no refund of tax paid on input services, if any, will be granted to the retail outlet. So only goods related provision is available over there. Also, documents required for supply of eligible passengers are basically details of their passports, boarding passes, passenger declaration in annexures. Those are specifically given in rules. A copy of the invoice clearly evidencing that no tax was charged from the eligible passenger by retail outlet. Also, they need to display the notice at the outlet prominently stating that international tourists are eligible to purchase goods without payment of any domestic taxes, that is IGST. Then manual filing. Earlier there was a manual filing in RFD 10B. Maybe now that has changed. I'm not very sure about this update, but still probably jurisdictional proper officer is accepting these manually 10Bs. Then supporting documents as usual, undertaking by retail outlets, then undertaking for sold to eligible passengers, then copies of valid returns, 3B, 2A matching, all those things will be naturally happening. So by this way, the refund mechanism has been ensured, and it has been ensured that the taxes are not exported, whereas the refund of taxes paid on domestic procurements are available to this retail outlets, but only by after specifically satisfying those conditions which are mentioned therein. So that was it from my side on this different issue, different aspect of refund, which is eligible to the retail outlets situated at international airports. I hope that you would have liked this video. If you do, please hit the like button and don't forget to share this video with your friends. Also, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button as well and subscribe to our channel for latest updates. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.